Alright, so this is a video I'm not looking forward to doing, actually. So in previous videos, some of you may know, my subscribers that watch on a regular basis, I had to leave January 7th to go to the United States. My mother passed away and I had to help take care of the estate with my sister. The problem is there's no way for Anna to manage this property by herself. We do it together. It requires two people. That's all there is to it. So Anna had to prioritize what she could take care of and what she couldn't. And basically she maintained the garden enough so that she could get the vegetables and stuff out that she wanted to get. Some of it was already going to die off, so there was no reason to manage it. But in general, this was the hottest period of the time down here, and everything was growing so fast, and the weeds just overtook everything. And so this is what it looks like now with the garden. You know, it doesn't look beautiful like in my previous video, but what are you going to do? It was more important to take care of the house and to take care of the animals and the fish. She also had people that stayed with her that required support from her to help get some paperwork taken care of in Brazil. And since we've already done a lot of this stuff where we've navigated the cartorial system down here, it was just easier for her to help them out. And it required her to go to Criciúma, the biggest town in the area, to do that stuff on a regular basis. And so basically we're into March, almost 2.5 months since I was here, and this is the overgrowth. You know, some of it is manageable, some of it is going to take some extra work. You know, in here, this is actually potatoes and peanuts. They're actually doing good. There's some weeds in the middle, but it's not terribly bad. Some moringa that's come out. I'm gonna cut that off and clean that up. But I have to weed whack all this before I can even take the rototiller to it. But we got these goddamn things. Look at this stuff. See those? These things are terrible. This is what I got to take care of. This is going to take me a week to do this, and it's going to rain on and off this week. But I just wanted to give you guys an idea before. I'm not going to show all the weed whacking that I got to do. This is what happens when you have property and it takes two people to manage it. And Anna was taking care of other things, and I had to go to the United States and take care of things. And the one thing that we had to let go was the property, or I should say the garden area. We were lucky enough, we had friends that came and mowed around the house and maintained certain spots around the pond. But I will not be leaving Brazil for longer than 2 weeks ever again during the summer months. Winter months, we can probably go a whole month and then it's only going to grow a little bit. But summer months, too much work. Anyways, that's the bad side. I don't know what to tell you, but a little extra work and it'll look nice. So I'm going to get started with that, and maybe we'll just show you the beginnings of the cuttings that I'll be doing just around the garden to get that area, the fence line, looking nice. Well, I'm done for the day. So I didn't bore you guys with all the weed whacking, but I'll show you at least what we did, right? So, work in progress. Here's the side of the garden. Anna's been clearing out all the old dead stuff in the garden, making piles. We'll throw that in the wheelbarrow and carry it away. I'm trimming on the outside. So, cleaned up this area. It still needs work. Stuff was pretty tall, so I used the weed whacker to knock this down. And then we got raspberry bushes here, grape, raspberry tree. But the back side looks pretty good. This area is going to be tough because we planted pitaya and we didn't know what we were doing. So we're going to cut the good pitaya out and reroot them, and the bad stuff we're just going to throw away. That's the learning process, right? So, but I need to be able to get in here because we do have some fruit trees in here, and I think it's going to be too hard with the big mower, but I do have to be careful. I got 3 coffee bean plants there I don't want to cut. But look at that IP, huh? This stuff looks pretty good. So the next thing we need to do is cut these guys down. We're just going to cut them down and throw them in this pile of wood because I need to burn this. A couple reasons. I don't want snakes. I don't want other critters that I don't like. And I would like to get this as small as possible, but it's going to take a couple burns to actually do that. Burn it, then it allows other stuff to dry. Burn that, and just keep doing it. So we'll get there. Bom dia. It's day 2. Our goal is to get this area into a good shape where we can manage it on a continuous basis from here on out, because we're not going to do this again. This is terrible. I do have this area to mow. I'll use the big mower for that. I did a little bit yesterday, but I just too tired. And then we're going to do work around all of our trees. We're going to dig out all the dirt around it, make a nice circle around it so we can see the ground, and then it'll be easier to keep clean when I need to weed whack. I don't have to worry about getting too close to the fruit trees. And this is a good point to ask you guys. How do you guys deal with the ants? I really don't want to put a bunch of poisons down, and a lot of the poisons that you put down, once it rains, it's no good. But some of the fruit trees, the ants are just eating all of the leaves on them, and we're never going to get them established if I can't keep the leaves on the trees. So any feedback on that would be really good. I'd appreciate it. Bom dia. That's day 3. Still working on getting caught up with all the overgrowth in the garden and around the fruit trees. So let me show you what we got done yesterday, because when I got done I was too tired. It was all I could do to get back up to the house, get off my dirty clothes, and had a little bit to eat and fell asleep for about an hour. Anyways, here we go. Let's take a little tour. Okay, down here around the fruit trees I used the big attachment on the rototiller to mow up. That thing's a beast, so it's easier just to go straight, make a turn, and come straight back. Trying to do like over here by this pole, end of this pole, there's some tall grass. I'm going to weed whack that. It's just much easier to try to do it with the weed whacker. But it's pretty clean. I'm pretty happy with where we're at so far. We got most of the big stuff, you know, taken care of. Over here, a little bit different. I was able to trim this up a little bit closer, but there's just too much debris in this area, and I didn't want to take a chance to actually ruin the mower. But I did weed whack back till I found the edges. Anna came down after I was done. Well, actually, I took the big lawnmower back to the house, and she came down and cut down all the corn. And I think what we'll do is we're gonna lay these out a little bit so they can dry out. Gonna throw them on that pile of stuff there, and we're gonna do a burn on that. Hopefully that'll kill some of the grass around the edges. I probably should come back down with the big lawnmower and mow this, because it'll be easier to mow than to weed whack. And that'll probably be the case this morning. I'll fire it up, bring it down, mow this up to the eye ping, and this area will be pretty much done, because my goal is I need to get done with the big mower so I can put the rototiller head on and come down and turn all this in. I did get cleaned up around the eye ping, but this is definitely a lesson learned. Some of these we can save. Some of them are probably not going to make it. And we'll just save what we can and replant them. And I know how to cut them and to get them to a point to regrow. And so as we get growth, we'll make some cuttings and get them in the ground and get them going. But this is going to all change. This is not how you grow pitaya. So I don't know, did I say, I probably said I pinged before, didn't I? No, pitaya. I ping's over here. Anyways, you know, it's part of the learning process for me, how you're supposed to do it and things like that. So we have to buy a little bit of wood, and once we get the wood, I can build the trellis or the supports for it. We'll see what I get done today. Part of what I have to do is over on that side of the pond. I've already weed whacked around those two trees to the right, and then I can use the big mower to mow the bulk of that, and then weed whack the edges that I can't get to. All right, that's day 3 update. Ciao for now. We'll see how I do later today and see what we can get done and try to get this back to the way it was before I left. Gia, it's day 4. I'm going to show you what I did yesterday, and we'll try to make this quick. Basically, I did a bunch of work around the pond. I cleaned up around the wood pile, got rid of an old wood pile. I mowed with the rototiller mower. Rototiller mower, that sounds really strange. All these big areas here. And then basically I cleaned up around the edge of the pond. So this side has been maintained for quite a while, so it's easy to keep it, it's easy to weed whack it because we know where the edges and stuff are. That stuff over there is the next step. I'm not sure when I'll tackle that. All right, I'm going to walk over to the field and show you what we got done over there. So let's head over there. Okay, so yesterday I brought the big mower down with that's on the rototiller. and I mowed up this area here with the corn. Got it cleaned up really good. So looks much nicer. So now today, gotta haul the corn piles and throw it in that pile over there. And then hopefully this afternoon, I can burn a little bit of it. So while I was doing other stuff, Anna came down and she worked the fruit trees. And she created an area just around them so that it's easier to mow around, it's easier to weed whack, plus it'll capture some of the water. I just need to come down now and pick up the little piles of dirt. She did a really good job. This was some tough work. I'm glad she did it, not me. This lemon tree got some beautiful lemons on it. That's pretty much it for the update. Today's a cleanup day, and I get to use the mower, which is my easiest tool. I just got to mow the front and side lawn, and I will have probably finally caught up to what I feel is the management part of maintaining the property, the weeds, the the stuff that grows fast. I do have other areas like I showed you around the pond that I want to get cleaned up, but that'll be probably for Monday and not be included in this video. I'll just show you the after effects. So I think I'm going to close out this video. Let me know what you guys think about the way I did this content. Not showing you all the work, just showing you what I wanted to do and showed you the after effects. Anyways, let me know in the comments. We still got more transformation stuff to do, and those will be in follow-up videos. But we're getting ready for the fall planting down here, and that's the goal now, is to get the next set of things into the ground. All right, ciao for now.